So the organization I'm going to be talking about today is JBWS. So the mission of this organization is to provide prevention of domestic violence in different ways, through empowerment and even protection of victims. They also provide rehabilitation for families and provide advocacy for social changes for prevention of partner violence. Their goal is to also provide education to all about domestic violence and the consequences that come with it. So, before the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, there was a group of brave women who decided to start their own organization called Jersey Battered Women's Service in 1976. In 1977, they had little resources to DV victims in Morris County, so they used their own homes as safe houses. Eventually, the press revealed the location of these houses, and it caused the women to have to close their doors. After that, 2 women who used these safe houses were murdered by their husband. In 1978, they were able to open the Arbor House, which is their emergency shelter housing. Their mission was to do everything in their power to help those in need. In 2019, they changed their name from Jersey Battered Women's Service to JBWS, as they realized battered women excluded other genders, and it also didn't recognize all the forms of abuse. Currently, they have since transitioned from housing victims in their own homes to a 33-bed safe house in an 11-unit apartment building. The needs of community it serves. Primarily serves people in Morris County, New Jersey, survivors of dating abusers, domestic abuse survivors, or partner abuse, no matter how severe or the gender of the survivor. So over 113,000 families have been sheltered or in counseling, and 487,000 teens and adults are being educated on domestic violence just through this organization. Purpose in serving the community. So the key goals: protect and empower all survivors, provide rehabilitation to families, advocate for change systematically, and then, of course, educating the public on domestic violence. Their vision is to build a better community that rejects any form of violence. So over here, we see a photo of how abuse isn't always physical and that there is help available. These are just some things that, like posters they post to get people to realize they might be in an abusive situation. So they have a 24-hour helpline, so someone's always there to answer any calls. Safe house, this is the Arbor House. It's like temporary housing for anybody in a domestic violence situation. They have a crisis response team who, when the police get a DV call, they're connected with the JBWS crisis response team, and these people go directly to the victim and give them anything they need, and they have no affiliation with the cops. The transitional living, it's just another housing. It's more long-term, it's for 2 years. And then legal advocacy, they just have that for help with restraining orders. So everything, the way they deliver, everything is confidential. They have in-person and remote. This happened during COVID, obviously. They moved like counseling things online. But right now, everything's kind of in person. And the hotline is open 24/7. Level of intervention. So primary is trying to prevent it from occurring in the first place. So to do that, they have the education programs through schools and in the public. Secondary, they have the crisis hotline, counseling and intervention for survivors and even perpetrators. And then the last, they have safe shelters, transitional living, and legal advocacy. So how they access the services provided: entry point, they can call at any time for the helpline. The health hotline staff assesses the needs of the caller and refers them to the right spot. And then other accesses, they any service for legal access, they go to the Morris Family County Justice Center. And then for victims who just call the cops, they are connected with the crisis team, and then they give them the proper resource. So evolution of effectiveness. So feedback. So they collect and use feedback annually on the Charity Navigator website. They have a 100% rating. So outcome, they monitor service methods and how much they are used. So they monitor how much the shelters are used, how much hours the staff worked, counseling hours, etc. And they kind of plan their year based off of that. Holds a 4-star Charity Navigator rating in accountability and even finance, also in culture, community leadership, and adaptability. When hit with COVID-19, the response metrics increased, including safe houses and adult counseling. Everything was kind of moved online, and that kind of just showed how their adaptability was good during that time. So if you look over here, this is their report for 2024, which is definitely interesting to look at the numbers for sure. Thank you.